Welcome to the Golden State Warriors News Today channel. Take the opportunity to leave that like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go to today's news.
Dub Nation, it's time for some exciting news about the Warriors. Today we're diving into a new update from the Bay, as the Warriors bring Troy Brown Jr. in for a pre-training camp workout. You might remember Brown as the 15th overall pick in 2018. He's had stints with several teams, including the Lakers and the Timberwolves, and now he's looking to secure a spot with Golden State. Could he be a valuable addition? Let's explore. Troy Brown Jr. is a player who brings effort and versatility on both ends of the floor. He's shown flashes of being a solid 3-and-D player, shooting 38% from 3 during his time with the Lakers. While he's not a superstar, Brown provides hustle and rebounding for a 6 feet 6 inches player, which could fit well with the Warriors' need for depth and energy off the bench. Golden State currently has 2 non-guaranteed contracts available, and the front office is evaluating their options. Will they keep Santos, or does Troy Brown Jr. have what it takes to secure one of those spots? Brown's work ethic and experience in big markets like LA might give him an edge, but ultimately it depends on how he performs in these workouts. Now here's something fun to think about. Warriors Muse highlighted that teams with Troy Brown Jr. have reached the Western Conference Finals in the last 2 seasons. Is he the secret ingredient for another deep run by the Warriors? It might be a bit of a stretch, but hey, in basketball, sometimes it's all about that X factor. The Warriors have invited him for a pre-training camp workout, hoping to see if he can earn a spot for the upcoming 2024 to 2025 NBA season. But how does Troy Brown Jr. fit into this stacked roster, and what could he bring to the table? Let's start with some context. Troy Brown Jr., the 15th overall pick in the 2018 NBA draft, has had a bit of a journey around the league. He spent time with teams like the Wizards, Bulls, Lakers, and most recently, the Timberwolves. Now he's looking to prove his worth once again. He's been signing veteran minimum contracts in recent seasons, showing that while he's still fighting for his place, he hasn't given up. The question is, does he have enough left in the tank to make a difference for Golden State? Brown is known as a versatile forward who offers something on both ends of the floor. While his numbers haven't exactly lit up the stat sheet recently, he still brings value, particularly with his defense and hustle. During his time with the Lakers, he had some standout games, including one where he grabbed 17 rebounds, a noteworthy feat for a 6 feet 6 inches forward. What makes this workout intriguing for the Warriors is the fact that there are 2 non-guaranteed roster spots available. Players like Santos and Lindy Waters, too, are currently occupying these spots, but as we know in the NBA, things can change quickly. If Brown performs well, he could find himself vying for one of those limited opportunities, especially with his ability to contribute on both ends of the floor. But let's be realistic, Dub Nation. While Troy Brown Jr. brings some interesting elements to the table, he's not exactly the type of player who will move the needle for a team like Golden State. We're talking about a guy who is more of a depth piece rather than a game changer. He's not the X factor that will turn the Warriors into instant contenders for the Western Conference Finals. Still, depth is crucial, and Brown's experience and work ethic could be valuable, especially during a long and grueling NBA season. And while we're talking about future stars, let's not forget about our own Jonathan Kaminga. Bleacher Report recently listed him as one of the top 10 players with potential to make his first All-Star team this season. Now, before you laugh off the idea, think about this. Kaminga has the raw athleticism, defensive versatility, and offensive potential to make a big leap this year. He's been putting in the work, and from what we've seen so far, this could be his breakout season. Furthermore, Kaminga is sporting a new look for 2024. The signature dreads are gone, replaced by a short cut and blonde highlights. If past seasons are any indication, this change might symbolize a new chapter in his career. Remember when he changed his hair midway through last season? Shortly after, his on-court performance improved, and he began making a real impact off the bench. Could this new look be a sign of even greater things to come? If you ask me, the signs are there. Kaminga is poised to make his mark. With a bit more consistency and a defined role in Steve Kerr's system, he could easily find himself in the All-Star conversation, especially if he capitalizes on the Warriors' need for young, energetic players to step up. So, Dub Nation, buckle up for another exciting season. Between potential additions like Troy Brown Jr. and the rise of players like Jonathan Kaminga, there's a lot to look forward to. And remember to subscribe to the channel for daily Warriors updates. We're bringing you all the latest news, rumors, and game analysis as we gear up for the 2024 to 2025 season. Don't miss out and keep the energy high. As a Warriors fan, I'm always optimistic about what the future holds for the team. When I think of Troy Brown Jr., I see him more as a complementary piece who could be useful, especially if he can show defensive consistency and provide the energy we need off the bench. He won't be the player who changes the dynamic of the team, but as we've seen in past seasons, depth is crucial for enduring a long season and the inevitable challenges of injuries. Now, about Jonathan Kaminga, I'm extremely excited. I truly believe he has the potential to be one of the team's standout performers this season. He has a rare combination of physical skills, defensive versatility, and the ability to score in transition, which fits perfectly with the Warriors' style of play. If he can sharpen his mid-range and long-range shooting and improve his decision-making, I have no doubt he will establish himself as a key piece of our future. Bleacher Report listing him as a potential all-star isn't an exaggeration if he stays focused. We're at an interesting transitional moment, with veterans like Curry and Green still at their peak, but needing young players like Kaminga to take the next step and keep the franchise competitive for the coming years. For me, seeing the development of these young players while we continue to be an elite team is what excites me most as a fan.